Tom, thanks so much for having us today with you here at Western Community Centre. We're stoked that we can come and chat to you about your mahi and working with the rangatahi in the Nawton community, and to learn a little bit more about yourself, why you do what you do, and your hopes for the future, for the sector.
Kia ora, I'm Tom, Tom Hunt. I'm a youth development worker here at the Western Community Centre. This is my space of sanctuary for our young people. We've got kids from up in Ngātaiatea, Fraser, and it's just about coming here, finding common ground, and our program is called Tō Whakapōwai.
Tom is a legend at our centre, and it's such a rock for our young people.
Good friendships are made here, and it's about seeing each other outside of this building and being able to say, "Sure, what's up?" to each other. So everyone's got different backgrounds, different stories.
I enjoy coming down here because it's always like a safe place for us, and Tom always seems to make it safe. Like, no matter who you are, he always teaches you heaps of stuff as well.
Tō Whakapō is created on the basis of like creating young leaders, letting them lead groups, letting them lead sports groups, become a captain. How well can you give out instructions? How well can you set up a program? If we're talking to a kanatena, these boys are now stepping into senior of the group now, and there's heaps of juniors that are like keen to come in. And how do we look after these young people, the young people as a collective? So it won't just be me looking after them. Now my boys that I have now are going to be leading the way. Toa kanatena, looking after the young people, with also me trying to create all of the development stuff for them.
I'll come down here and sometimes Tom will open the gym in the container and we're just allowed to do whatever we want pretty much for like a workout. Some Fridays, like he takes us out to different places or like just chill here.
So in terms of how you engage with young people, like talk us through some of the things that you do that gives you access to knowing what's going on for them, you know,
cool.
every day.
Every day is different, and we do a lot of mentoring in this room. We do a lot of meetings in this room, talk about uniforms, we talk about gaming, talk about diving. We've got heaps of snorkel gear and stuff like that. We've got some of our boys are into kickboxing as well, so we've got a whole heap of gear in here as well. We've got gloves, we've got wraps, we've got kick pads, tiger pads. We get into a bit of barbering as well, so trying to keep them like looking fresh.
So a lot of it is giving them opportunities that otherwise they couldn't afford.
Yep, and majority of the time, most young people would look scruffy, but wait for the time and urge for the time that they can go and get a fresh haircut. And I do think that's part of like image and how it makes them feel on a day-to-day basis. We've got a studio as well where we try and get them in here, write some lyrics, and all the lyrics and music stuff has just always got to be based around their life story, really. Give them an opportunity to share their story. Creating a safe space for them to share their story and like what's happening in front of each other as well is something that's pretty big, because it's frowned upon. Like if you're feeling a bit bit hurt about something and you mention it in front of certain people, that those guys are like, hey, why are you like that's weak, bro, like why are you being like that? So I feel like we've created a safe enough space for our boys to speak up, and then the other boys to kind of step in and go, oh bro, that's hard, like I don't know what you're feeling, but that sounds pretty hard, like to honor their story, not just shut it down. So
to encourage that vulnerability between each other, do you role model that to them yourself?
Yeah, for them to trust me, I have to show vulnerability first, and that's how it always should be. Like if I can be vulnerable, they'll want to be vulnerable in front of me.
Anytime I have something that I want to tell someone but I don't know who to tell, I just go straight to Tom, and he'll always have like the best advice.
So like if you ask him anything, he'll probably give you just a straight up answer, a pretty good one.
Tom never judges any of us. He's one of the nicest people I know.
What's the biggest drive for you to want to work with young people?
I grew up in Rotorua, born and raised in a small area called 4 Block, like a gang area, probably born to the Black Power. No one really to kind of champion us. I think what we had is what we got. My drive is to be the person that I never had when I was growing up. Yeah, I guess be in their corner, cheerleading them. If they take those steps forward, cheerlead them. If they take a step backwards, cheerlead them. Focus on their main goal.
So is youth work like a vocation for you then, really?
Yeah, I love it. Passionate about it. I would do it any other day. If I could do it in the weekend, I would do it. Yeah, enjoy the heck out of it. If they're having fun, I'm having fun.
But would you say the need for youth workers right now is bigger than ever, or?
I would say that it's bigger now than ever, but I do feel like people that ain't in the sector or ain't on the ground, they do kind of like look down and feel like these kids just need to be punished more than anything else.
And what's your experience of that? Does that work?
That doesn't work. We need to get more people on the ground out here to try and see all the good stuff that these young people do, because they're always going to take steps backwards. But what type of person are we as a youth worker if we just forget about them and say, oh yeah, you chose this path, you keep going, you're not going to be anyone? What type of youth worker are we if we do that? So we need to be ready, we need to be able to adjust, go and get that kid as fast as we can and push them forward again into the right path.
Probably if Tom wasn't here, I'd probably be like a little fat chubby boy at home, eating, wagging school. Oh yeah, I make way better life choices now that I've been coming here and with Tom and all that, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the way youth workers are supported in terms of paying contracts right now?
It's not that great. We are losing youth workers to the workforce just to make a living, just because there's more money, more hours.
When you say your workforce, you mean other jobs outside of the youth sector?
Building, construction. There's more money in car cleaning than there is like trying to hold a job at youth work.
If you could see a change in the youth sector for the support and care of youth workers, what would it look like?
It will look like better pay for our youth workers, because better pay will keep them around. And like I said before, we're losing them because they're struggling to pay for their day-to-day life things that everyone needs. If you are in those higher places and you are looking at the development of young people in Aotearoa, I think the change here is keeping youth workers here for the long-term journey. Because if we just keep talking about short-term contracts, or even any contract that might be short-term or long-term, because long-term still says that there is an end of a contract, that there might be a chance that there might be no youth worker here next year. There might be no youth worker here in like 2 months. But to start a journey with a young person and to just disappear in a month is crazy. Like our young people are looking for the care, are looking for the love, find a safe place, and all of a sudden have found vulnerability here. The next week that youth worker's gone.
If Tom wasn't here, Nawton would be pretty empty to me, because Tom was like a big part of my life. Yeah, Tom has been there a lot for me whenever I needed him, and for the boys as well.
It saves society lots of money having people like Tom in our neighbourhoods, in our communities, and our youth need those kind of youth workers who are around for the long term. They are such an integral part of our community and our neighbourhoods, and we know what we do here works. It's worked for many generations of young people.
I know you've got a project that you at the community centre are looking to extend the spaces and area you can use for your youth programme.
Yeah.
Well, what's the hopes and dreams for that?
A bigger space for our young people to hang out, maybe expand the amount of young people that we can have in and out of, especially in this room.
It's tiny in here,
Yeah,
right?
it's tiny in here. Yeah, the goal is have a better space for young people to come in, like just spread out. Maybe have their own conversations in different parts of the room, and if there are some confidential stuff, they can do that, like have those conversations. But it's about having a big space for them where they can just come in, relax, feel like they could do whatever they want. Although they could do it in here, it is a little bit crammed in here. And
what makes you proud, and what does success look like for you?
probably proud every day, happy for my young people. I know that they can have setbacks all the time, but proud of every step that they take forward. The legacy that I would like to leave here is that our young people had a chance in life, and they definitely know that they had someone in their corner cheerleading for them. I want to be able to set a platform for the next person that comes in, to be able to, it'll be easy for you because we've set a foundation here. This room of love, is what it's about. Care and love for our young people.
So have you got any final words that you'd like to send out to any of the young people that you've worked with in the past or currently?
I would say keep doing what they're doing, keep communicating, always communicate with me because I'm always there for it. and I know that you guys know that, but yeah, anything in life, I'm just happy for you guys to step through these doors and come back again. Ask any questions, we're here for the courageous conversations.
Oh yeah, shotties Tom, the man.
Just want to say thank you, Tom, because you're always there for all of us, and yeah, we'll always be here for you too.